All right, welcome back, everyone. Looks like we are all set up for Beatmania. So, Okapi, take it away.
Maybe I should unmute myself on Discord before I
Yeah, that's
start talking.
sorry about
That
that.
might help a bit. I'm Okapi, she, her, and this is the music select screen for Beatmania 2DX. It is also a rhythm game. It is either a lot easier or a lot harder than uh, noises, depending on what your skill set is. Probably going to be a lot harder. We're not going to get too deep into the difficulty. I just want to share a lot of bangers, a lot of songs that are like fan favorites in the community, a lot of stuff that I really like. And usually other people from the community turn up as well in chat. I know Jamich and Dotface have been hanging around all weekend, so if y'all got questions, if we can't answer them here on my side, I'm sure someone in chat will help you out. But we got a lot of stuff to get through and an hour to do it, so let's get started.
All right. So, this is Beatmania 2DX. That is pronounced 2DX, or just 2DX for short. It is Konami's flagship rhythm game, released in February of '99 as a gameplay sequel to the original Beatmania from '97. Also, I'm Calaria. I'm back in order to provide some commentary for Okapi. There are 29 full arcade releases, the most recent being Cast Hour. Gameplay is an abstraction of actual DJing based around pressing keys and spinning turntables. This turntable is over on the left, and then a bunch of keys, 7 of them for white and 3 black, as you can see on her main camera, the controller camera.
Okay, yeah, we'll just take the casual opening PB. Absolutely. I picked that song for a reason, because we're going to have fun tonight. Casual PB, no big deal. We're going to have fun tonight. I do want to thank Calaria for popping in last minute. My original couch partner had some health issues, and he had to step out at the last second. So thank you again for jumping in to help out on such short notice. Can't wait to go back and watch the rest of that noise set that you did, because that game is absolutely phenomenal. I cannot say enough good things about it. Yeah. I'm not playing Fascination Max. I absolutely will not be playing Fascination Max. So this song has really cute lyrics in Japanese, and it also has great dancing by Daisuke. So keep an eye out for that. Yeah. I was trying to multitask.
So yeah, like most rhythm games, the goal is to play the charts as accurately as possible, with 2DX considered by many to be the most challenging commercial game in this regard due to the tight timing windows, harsh life bars, and a difficult range so wide in the 11s and 12s folders that the difficulty rating becomes almost arbitrary and progress becomes difficult and unnecessarily grindy without referencing player-created tier lists to stay in your actual range. Let's go ahead and go over some of the gameplay stuff. Arcade cabinets come in two main types. Older cabs play at 60 frames per second, with the exact specs changing every few years. Most relevantly, the monitor. The modern Lightning model plays at 120 Hz and features a second 60 Hz touchscreen used for tertiary information, SOM lookups, and general quality of life enhancements. Gameplay on both is identical. Infinitas is based on the feature set of the older cabinets, though it does have 120 Hz support. The timing window is based on frame counts, with the counts doubled at 120 Hz. All numbers assume 120 Hz gameplay. Perfect/flashing grates, ±2 frames, 2 points, life gauge increase are best. Regular grates are within 4 frames. Goods are neutral, no points, small life gauge increase. And bads and poors, including excess mash poors, are negative and reduce life gauge.
Love Daisuke's routines. Like, literally every song that he has a routine for is just a gigantic beam. But he's very talented. He writes a lot of the lyrics as well. I think he actually wrote the lyrics for that song. So he pops up occasionally in the VGAs to bust a move for everyone. Now, getting into one of my personal favorites for multiple reasons. When Konami went through their 50th anniversary celebration a couple years ago, they remixed a bunch of songs and made a lot of mashups. This is the only song that I'm aware of from that event that is standalone. It is the true ending theme for Toki Nameki Memorial, which is a dating sim that is extremely popular in Japan, has been going for a long time. And it's very cute and good, and you should play the translated version because it's very hard and fun.
So like I was saying about scoring, EX score is 2 times the number of flashing grates plus the number of grates. Your score can never be reduced, only fall short of your goal. Older games also have money score, a name carried over from the original Beatmania. It was dropped from AC a few versions ago, and by Infinitas in a recent update, as even Konami themselves have long since moved to EX score as the main metric rating. What we can see here is actually one of the two styles of play, singles play, as in Okapi is only using the 7 keys and 1 turntable of your preferred side. So 1 player is left and 2 player is right. I believe this is the 1 player's side with the 2 turntables being on opposite sides. And then there's also doubles play, where you play with all 14 keys and both turntables.
and got very mean at the end. Um, so one of the big things that keeps the game interesting is the modifiers. The big one is not the mission menu. It's random, which is going to RNG all of my note columns, except for the scratch column, and kind of shuffle them around. You don't want to do it for every song, but in many cases, it makes the songs a lot easier to time and exposes you to a lot more patterns that you might not otherwise get to see, which helps to improve a little bit faster. But there's also songs like Express Emotion that are in this showcase that I'll be turning it off for because I find them easier without random.
Since she mentioned modifiers, one of the other common ones is Sudden Plus, which adds a cover that reduces the vertical size of the playfield to the player's preference, and High Speed is the player's defined scroll speed, kind of like what I was doing earlier when I switched to 130 BPM scroll speed for Galaxy Brain, and then boosted it back up to 375. It can be, it is unchanged from song to song, so you have to manually change it. A song is passed by finishing with the life bar above a certain mark and scored based on overall accuracy.
So close. Yeah, this game has razor thin margins. And that timing window can make it really challenging to stay on task when you're trying to play accurately. It takes a very long time to get to the point where you can play everything without running into a whole lot of trouble. I'm gonna do something now that I've never done before in a marathon. I'm just gonna play something blind, like a chart that I've never played before. I'm gonna play it on random, and we're gonna see what happens. Like, I'm familiar with this song from other games that it's in, so I don't expect to have too much trouble with it, but we'll see. It's a tricky song. Casual 6-7 or full. I would say that's not too bad for a blind first try. A couple tricky things happen in that random. Those little 6-7 rolls over on these two keys is a pattern that a lot of players struggle with their entire career. There are like top level Kaiden players that if they're grinding for a particular lamp, a particular score on a song that has rolls, if they see a 6-7 roll, they'll just immediately abort and re-roll the random. Like, ain't nobody got time for that negativity. But that's the nice thing about random. Like, it forces you to experience things that you may not normally experience without, and that does make you a better player in the long run. She says that she goes to pick a song that she plays without random. Where is it? No, that's Science Donut. That's the other dish song. There it is. Dishwasher Oiwa-chan. Big hit from Speedruns for Transliberation last year. One of my favorite 11s to play. It has a very interesting pattern at the end.
Actually, Iced, this is a Konami game. Although, granted, I don't know about the community per se. So, yeah, Jamich has it right there.
Goofed the roll at the end, but that long roll at the end is a reference to a song from the original Beatmania called Ska Go Go. That had a very similar pattern at the end. It's very easy until the last 4 measures of the song. And then it just kind of decides that you actually don't get the pass. And it makes you play that. Go for another of my absolute favorite songs in the game. I know my friend Kat is not here, but shout outs to her cat, Sequence, who is named after the song. Got a very interesting gimmick in the middle. Keep an eye out. scratch. I was doing so well.
You can see in the little to the right of the playfield, there are those 3 bars. The blue bar, those are the pacemaker bars. The blue bar is the current attempt. The green bar is for previous PB, and the red bar is the target. And you can also see that it'll also show whether you've gotten to A, AA, AAA, or max grade.
That would have been a full combo. If I didn't miss that scratch, that would have been a full combo. That was the silliest place to break.
No.
That fast stream in the middle is just a chef's kiss. Like when you get to the point that you can consistently run through it. It's really hard to time, but it always feels so satisfying. I'm gonna cheat on my song sorting a little bit here so that I can find serotonin a little easier because I know where it is. So this is a song by Yuichi Asami. He does a lot of stuff.
You're looking for a way in order to get a similar serotonin increase. You may be wondering, how can you play this game? You can play it at an arcade. If you live in Japan, they're everywhere. In the US, the only arcades with 2DX on the official e-amusement network are Round Ones, which are Japanese-style arcades. They've got some a wide variety of import games from East Asia, and they usually have at least one machine of 2DX at each store. And then there's a couple of various independent arcades, especially those who cater to more niche games as opposed to redemption machines, may have machines on older software. There is actually a website here, or a couple of websites here. I'm not sure if I've got link access, but I'll give it a try. This is for Round 1 locations in the US, and this is for independent arcades.
Also, if you send that over to one of the mods, you should be able to get that posted.
The shameless plugger, Arcade Master's my employer. Independent arcade with multiple machines, only one currently installed though. Also a big safe space for the local LGBT community here in Central Florida. Very proud to be a part of that team. We'll take the casual serotonin PB as well. There's also other similar games that you can play that kind of scratch the same itch. DJ Max and Easy to On Reboot on Steam are both commercial games that are kind of in the same vein. There's also 4-line games like Quaver and Eterna and Osumania that it's enough to get your feet wet and see if it's something that you want to put more time and money into. But the charting philosophy is very different and not not always the highest quality, because it's all fan content. I just accidentally turned off my lane cover there. Okay, cool. Let's play Hard Bass Festa. This is a song. It's one of my favorites. That random made me work. It's been a long time since I've had a random that weird on that song. I played it a lot at the arcade. It's one of my favorite songs. Yeah, look at that miscount compared to my TV. Like, that random just absolutely took no prisoners. Right, another one of my personal favorites. And if anyone from Konami is watching, please, I'm begging you on bended knees, bring back Coded Arms. It was so good. Why did y'all kill it? Why do y'all make bad business decisions? Bring back Coded Arms. The world is ready. Slow. I did not deserve that PP. Not with how sloppy the middle was. But we'll take it.
Awesome job.
Thank you, thank you. Let me take a moment to collect myself before we go to the next song. Do we have any donations on deck by chance?
Well, instead of donations, let me tell you about the things that we can donate for.
Let's do that.
So, same, nothing has really changed in the Celeste thing. For the sprite choice, Battlein is still securely in the lead. Same deal with Warden Melody of the Undergrowth. One donation will decide between whether we go with Neona or the Emperor, and we've got so many different naming incentives for Final Fantasy IV. We have Cecil, we have Sid, we have Edward, we have Kane, we have Palom, we have Porum, we have Rosa, Rydia, Tella, Yang. I've never played this game before, so I don't know who any of these people are. But we've got some people who really want to pick the name of Sid in particular. It looks like $500 for the name Banana.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Banana Island.
And other than that, we have a $5.73 donation from Jamich that just says train song. Thank you very much.
It's not in the set, Jammy. I'm so sorry. Something had to go. All right. I didn't want to play too many 12s. Just because it can be like overwhelming if you don't know what you're looking at. So there's only 2 in here. They're both relatively low level. But it's still gonna be a step above what we just saw. So I also play Steel Edge non-ran because the patterns on random, especially at the end, there's some charge notes, the holds, they make it a little tricky, and I don't like dealing with them. And I need to work on my timing. Anyway, there's still other patterns in here that I can work on. Also, Meazon is a femboy icon, and we stand him. Those little backspin scratch sections are so hard. There are players a lot better than me that struggle with that. So getting through like that close to my personal best, we'll take it. Like we're only 23 off. We're still secure in AA territory, which is all I really wanted. been doing pretty well on that front tonight so far. Alright, it's fun. Let's get out of that folder for a little bit. Go back to Alphabet so I can find stuff. This song features my favorite sample that is used in the entire series. It's not used very often, but the people in chat who know me, they'll know it when they hear it. And they might even point it out. All that scratching is making me itch. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the VOD because that first chord roll that I hit with just my thumb, I don't know how I did it. Should not have gotten away with that. Close to PB though. Absolutely take it. Hold that, dial it back. A little bit more in the difficulty department. This is part of a trilogy of songs from the 22nd version of the game, Pin Duel, and they're all good. I just realized I forgot to switch my mic and it's all desynced. I'm sorry. Deal with it. You know what? No, we're gonna switch to the correct mic because I didn't want to drop combo on something easy. Try it again. And I dropped combo in the same spot anyway, okay. That's actually marathon luck for me. Just to drop combos, but max minus anyway. Drop combos and easy stuff too. This game is extremely difficult. I'm giving myself a much harder time than I should be.
Yeah, I played it like once at one point, and I felt bad on myself for not being able to pick it up as quickly as I did, say, Guitar Hero or anything like that. And so I fell off it real quick. And I play piano, so it's like,
Yeah, it takes a very long time to get good at this game. I've been playing for about 17 years, almost 18 years at this point, actually. But I started playing really heavily during the pandemic because I had nothing better to do. Much like most of us when we were stuck inside hiding from COVID. Real quick, before we get into Nijiro, this was the donation incentive song. Just want to thank everybody again for donating to such a worthy cause as the Trevor Project to make this song happen tonight. They do a lot of fantastic work, and if you can spare even just a couple dollars to like throw towards them to help them do what they do for all the LGBTQIA plus folks, that would be great. So this is the unofficial Pride song of the Konami rhythm game community because of the genre. It is a lovely trans pop. Like most people who exist on the internet in the late 2010s onward, we are gigantic mute lords and we'll beat things into the ground. Um, Not this. We love this. Y'all deserve better than that. I want a new random. There we go. Just shy of the trips.
Do we have time for some quick donations?
Absolutely. I will give you peace and quiet in just a second, but go ahead.
Alrighty. Well, we've got $100 from
Woo!
somebody on this call right here. Kylaria, I failed 4 songs during my set, so here's $25 times 4 equals $100 towards making Madeline actually be the sprite for Celeste tonight. Let's go, Trevor
go.
Project, and power up with Pride, and Okapi for jams following my jams. Absolutely, and both of y'all are doing a fantastic job. In addition to that, we have 3 donations with no comment. One from Legend Hoa, who donates $25, one
Hey,
from
legend.
Anonymous, who donates 105, and one $50 donation from a Corundum Core. Anyways, all of those uh, gave a little bit of money to the Celeste donation, which means that uh, Madeline is currently in the lead with $230.
Let's
And
go.
Madeline still has 104. So we have turned the tides with some campaigning from people on mic. So if you want to see Madeline, you're going to have to donate for it.
You're gonna see enough of Madeline. Like, leave Madeline in the lead. All right, so I cannot say enough good things about Furuquidus. Um, she's all over the place in rhythm games nowadays. She got her start like mostly making stuff for BMS, which is a 2DX type game that's free and has a lot of community support, people making original songs just for it. And I'm going to let the song speak for itself because it's fantastic. A little bit of a tricky roll there at the end.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll take the PB, but that was a tricky roll that tried to rob me at the end there. Absolutely gorgeous song. We'll just keep the gorgeous songs rolling. Setsugeka is a bit of a running joke among the old heads in the 2DX community. We all desperately wanted this to be a preview song on a console version because Konami used to give 1 or 2 preview songs from the current arcade version to the console players. And since we couldn't get brand new arcade kits here in the States very easily, this was our best bet to play new stuff. To this day, we are all insistent that Setsugeka is going to be a preview song for new releases. Here's hoping the ending is a little nicer than the rest of the song's been. I can't believe I missed the last note. That's the first actually like terrible random I've gotten all night. That's the risk that you're on playing with random though. Sometimes you get stuff that's really easy to time and you blow through it and it's a world record. And sometimes the game is like, hey, you need to be taking down a couple pegs. And then it does that.
You're saying, heck you.
Pretty much, yeah. Pele is another artist that I'm gonna just let their work speak for them. Amazing song. Wow, I almost failed somehow. Not sure what that was all about. I'll have to watch the VOD later. Probably bad chain something. Phenomenal song, but that ending can really trip you up if you start to fall off. Powers that be, how are we looking for time?
We are looking pretty good on time. We probably have time for, could say, 2 or 3 more songs.
I got 4.
Oh,
Work with me here.
all right. Let's see. Can we make the distinction between which are the top 3 of those 4?
Yes, so I don't have a choice now, do I? Gotta switch microphones. Yeah. 2 more songs then, since we're almost on my time. First off, we are going to play Cookie Bouquets, which is... it's a personal anthem of sorts. Like, it's fast, like, it's unrelenting, it doesn't stop, and it's extremely cute the whole time. And I like to think that's me. So I like to throw this at the end of all my marathons. But we got one more song after this that I save for marathons like these. Feeling. I will definitely take the PV. That is such a difficult song. It's so draining to play. And I've got a nail lifting. I'm gonna have to pre-paint that later. Worth it. Worth it for the kids. Do it for the kids. All right, last song, and then I'll be out of y'all's hair. And we can move on to, I believe it's Celeste next. So I like to play prompts at the end of marathons that go towards LGBTQIA plus causes because the lyrics are very I feel like it's a very topical and personal song for a lot of us. It definitely is for me. So, like, just enjoy it. Like, take the words, take them to heart. Don't give up, no regret.
Well done.
I do believe that's all I have to share.
Thank you so much for an incredible showcase. It was really impressive, and you got some PBs in there too.
Lots of PBs. Always end up doing those in marathons. So, we posted the resources in chat. If a mod wants to post them again, for where you can like try this game out yourself if you want to. Um, like you can definitely check around one's website, see where they are. Check xenius1vanisher.com. They have it. Ask us on Twitter. Like, ask me on Twitter. Okapi2DX on Twitter. Okapi573 on Twitch. I play this game fairly often on stream, just practicing, hanging out. So swing on through if you have any questions. I'm more than happy to help you out. Shout outs to the whole community. Like, this is like I know everyone like says it about their community, but the rhythm game community honestly is like one of the most open and accepting communities that I've ever been a part of. Not just in gaming, but just in general. Like people are genuinely welcoming and friendly, and the people that aren't don't tend to stick around very long. So if these kind of games interest you, this noise, DDR, whatever, come find us on Twitter. We'll put you in the right direction. Kyler, anything?
Uh, Not really. Thanks very much for having me on in order to Phil. And yeah, definitely check out both of these games when you can. Noise is free on all mobile devices, iOS or Android.
This game is the opposite of free, but we can.
This game is the opposite of free.
Yeah, this game is quite expensive. But there are plenty of ways to check it out and check out games that are similar. So again, if the moderators haven't already reposted it in chat, hopefully they will repost those links. And if not, I'll be around on Twitter and I'll be hanging out in chat to answer questions, point in the right direction. I am gonna head out now. I'm sure people are sick of hearing my voice. I'm Okapi, she, her. Bye.
Thank you so much, Okapi and Kylaria, for those incredible runs. Coming up in just a bit, we've got Terrarium with Celeste all cassette. Stick around.